Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. The bear. 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 Bear.
Bear? How delusional are they? Hey, what's up, everybody? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, but I ain't Mr. Rogers. It's your boy, Mike Watts, and I'm here to give it to you raw and direct every time, all the time. Today, I want to talk about this viral video that's been going around asking everybody, mainly females, would you rather be stuck in a forest with a bear or with a man? With a man or with a bear? And a lot of delusional women have been saying they'd rather be stuck in the forest with a bear. Mainly feminists, delusional feminists, and misandrists have been saying the bear. But right now, real quick, we're going to take a look at what a lot of these women been saying and their explanation why. So check this video out.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is scary. With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you like with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is like terrifying to say, but
definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
A bear.
I would say a man.
All right. It's crazy to me. At least one of those ladies had the common sense to say a man. Okay? But let's be serious here. Bear? A bear. I get it. Some men can be mean. Some men can be evil. Some men can be assholes. I mean, I even been called an asshole before, maybe once or twice in my life. But let's be honest. To prefer to be with a bear than a man? How delusional is that? I mean, it don't get more delusional than that. I mean, enough is enough. I heard we got people thinking they, you know what? I'm not even going to get into that. But this is delusion at an all-time high. Because let me just give y'all some stats real quick. Out of all the men in the world, 200 millionths of a percent of men are serial killers. Now, out of all the men in the world, 0.2% of a percent of men are rapists. And out of all the men in the world, 300 millionths of a percent of men are kidnappers. And the likelihood of being killed by a man in a non-trespassing situation is less than 1/10 of a percent. Is less than 1/10 of a percent. 99.9% of the time, you're safe around a man. Don't get me wrong. If you're cute, got a nice figure, yeah, all right. You know, you might get some stares. Man might make you feel comfortable, looking too hard or something like that. Or he might make you feel uncomfortable because his approach is too aggressive or something like that. Yeah, I get it. That's really just a man being a man. Biologically, he's attracted to you. He might want to sleep with you or whatever the case may be, but he's not going to do nothing crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. Throughout history, I know we've had a lot of men do some heinous things to women. I get it. I understand it. I'm not disputing that. I'm not arguing that or anything like that. I'm not that's not up for debate or even up for discussion. But those statistics that I gave you are very important when it comes to this video, because it's crazy for a woman to even think, to even say, and some men to even say they'd rather be with a bear. So I did some research and I found some things that's pretty interesting that I think y'all bear choosers need to hear about. So I found these things about these lovable, huggable bears that you want to be with in the woods, in the forest. Check this out. All right, so just in September of 2023, we had a male named Doug Inglis and a female named Jenny Guess. They both were 62. They both were found dead in Red Deer River Valley, Banff National Park. They both were found dead, killed by a bear, and their dog also was killed by a bear. Then we have, in July of 2023, 48-year-old female named Amy Adamson in West Yellowstone, Montana. Adamson's body was found, discovered in the morning of July 22nd by a hiker on a trail, and her body was mauled by a bear. The coroner's office quickly determined that she died of severe blood loss due to the mauling. The same bear was later euthanized after it broke into a home near West Yellowstone on September 2nd, accompanied with a cub. I guess it was teaching its kid how to be a killer. The officials communicated that the same bear had also injured a person near an Idaho State Park back in 2020. Then we have in June 2023, a Stephen Jackson, 66, male, in Groom Creek, Arizona. It says the victim was sitting in a chair outside of his campsite when a male bear attacked him. The bear dragged him about 75 yards and began consuming him. Neighbors heard his screams for help amid the struggle and tried to scare the bear away by yelling and honking horns, but to no avail. One neighbor eventually grabbed a rifle and shot the bear, killing it, but Jackson was already dead. The bear was 365 pounds, estimated to be 7 to 10 years old, and was in good condition with no signs of disease. Officials ultimately determined that the bear acted in an unprovoked predatory attack. Unprovoked predatory attack. Yeah, unprovoked. All right. Now let's do one more. Let's go to a female. Unnamed female in Swan Hills. It says the victim worked for a helicopter company which provided transportation for tree planters. When she was attacked by an adult female bear, the woman was killed as a result of the attack. The bear was tracked and later killed by authorities. All right, I think that's enough. I think y'all get the point. So ask yourself, to all those who say a bear, would you really rather be stuck in the woods with a 300 to 1,000-pound predator killing machine or a 180-pound man? Ask yourself that. To all those who say bear, ask yourself that. Think about it. Let's use our imagination real quick. Let's go to fantasy land. Imagine your car break down, you get out, go into the woods or whatever, like, I don't know, to go to the bathroom or whatever. And then you get lost. All right, so now you walk in, trying to find your way back to the car. And you see a guy in the distance, I don't know, picking berries or whatever. See a guy in the distance picking berries. Okay, all right. You're so scared of men, you don't go up to him because you just rather try to find your way back to the car, but you're lost. You don't go up to this guy picking berries. But then you see a bear over there eating berries. So you really mean to tell me Come on. You mean to tell me you're going to gravitate towards the bear instead of the man, the human being that is 99.9% safe? 99.9% safe. You're saying you're going to gravitate, or rather be with or hang out with, the bear. That's a killing machine. That's almost 10 times heavier than you. Run up to 25 miles per hour. So even if you run, he's going to track you down. Now, don't that sound crazy? Don't that sound crazy? Like, what the hell are we talking about? That sounds crazy. So anyway, just think about that for a minute. Just think about that. But to all those that say, oh, a bear, men are scary. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I understand maybe the ones that's saying that probably had some trauma in your life from men. And I apologize for whatever man did that to you. I apologize. But men are 99.9% safe and will most of the time help you. So y'all all know. Y'all run into that man. Sir, help. Hey, it's a bear. Oh my God. Hey, y'all know that. So let's stop with the nonsense, man. Let's stop with the nonsense. I'm getting tired of this. So anyway, after peeling back some more layers of this and looking into it a little more, I found something that made me say, wait, is this just more propaganda by the misandrists and the feminists to further emasculate men? Because think about it. Follow me. Out of all the animals in the world, a bear, we choose a bear. They choose a bear to compare it to. So out of all the animals in the world, they choose the term bear. I ain't going to say term, but they choose the animal bear, which then, per my research, I found out that bear has another meaning in a certain community. Check this out. Bear is a blank term. It describes a harrier and or heavy set blank man. Well, blank or blank man. I don't want to say the words because I don't want to cause no problems. I don't know what I can say, what I can't say. So I'm not really trying to get into all that. It's not that deep to me. But anyway, yeah. But y'all can read it. Y'all can see for yourself what it says. Say, bear is a blank term. It describes a harrier and or heavyset blank or blank man. A bear typically projects an image of rugged masculinity. Some bears present a very masculine, over-the-top image of a ruggedly masculine man. Bears also exhibit masculine behavior comparable to romanticized brotherhood, often engaging in masculine hobbies such as outdoor activities, sports, and gaming with others from their community in a romanticized fashion. I'm not reading the rest. But what is this propaganda? Is it just a coincidence that they compare it to a bear in the woods, or are they really saying that this is the type of man they would prefer to be in the woods with? Is this propaganda? I don't know. Could it be a coincidence? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know none of this, but it's just very interesting that the bear, the animal, the bear was chosen but then also this certain type of man is also called a bear. I don't know. So everybody, that's something for y'all to think about. That's something for everybody to think about. Or is it really just, like I said, propaganda to further the narrative of the emasculation of men in our society today by feminists and misandrists? Because they're really trying to make it like men are these evil, predatory. I don't know. But it got to stop, because what it's doing is ruining and is corrupting the mind of the younger generation female. And it's making them not want relationships with men. It's tainting their perception and idea of becoming a wife or a homemaker. And that could be a contributing factor to why women are leaving relationships. Women are leaving marriages. 80% of are initiated by women. And it could be a contributing factor to why the birth rate is at an all-time low. Think about it. If the birth rate keep going lower and lower and lower and lower, wouldn't that lead to the extinction of our race? The extinction of the human race. Couldn't that lead to that? I mean, I ain't talking about 10 years from now. But if things keep going the way they are, no new kids are being produced. Women are not choosing to be in relationships. Women are not wanting to have kids. Women are not wanting to be with men. So the birth rate get lower and lower and lower and lower. Kids are not being produced. The human race is not being reproduced. Then all we left with is women that want to be men, men that's becoming women, no new kids being born. And then the kids that are being born, the boys think they girls, and then the girls think they boys, and then the girls that don't think they boys don't like boys, and it just, everything just crazy. So and mind you, I don't got nothing against that community, the LGBT community, or I don't know it right off the top of my head. I don't have nothing against it. More power to you. Pride, all that. I respect it. I don't have nothing against it. Let's be clear about that. I don't have nothing against none of y'all. It's not my thing, but I respect it. And I'm all for marriages and all that. I've been saying that if two people love each other, who cares? If two people love each other, whether they black, white and Asian and Puerto Rican, like, who cares? Man, woman, man. Like, who cares? If two grown adults love each other, let them be together. Let them marry. So I don't have nothing against nothing like that. But what I am saying is, don't taint and corrupt the mind of our youth. A lot of this is having a damaging effect on our youth. I'm telling you. Just look at what's going on. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I just felt like I needed to talk about it, because I don't want to get into no reactionary videos and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to get into that. I don't really want to get into that, but I had to talk about this because it's in the vein of what I'm talking about, far as with relationships, far as with men, far as with women, how women deal with men, how men deal with women, and everything like that. And it just was so mind-boggling to me that women would really have the audacity to say they would rather be stuck in the forest with a 600-pound killing machine than a man that could help them get out of the forest. Like, on so many levels, just a whole another human being. Like, come on, I don't know. It just was crazy. So I had to talk about it. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of the Mike Watt Show. And as usual, like I always say, if you got anything you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments below. Shoot me a message, DM, anything like that, an email. And always remember to like, share, and subscribe. That way you can always be updated on all my new stuff, anything that I come out with and everything like that. I'm trying to drop something every week, at least every week, but I do everything myself. So sometimes it take a little longer. Yeah, and that's about it. So with that, we're signing off. Peace.
I'm just living my life. 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 I'm just living my life.